Hey guys, Andrew at Prime Medical Training, and today we're going to be talking about bringing in somebody to teach CPR at your office or organization. Go ahead and like and subscribe to this video so you can stay up to date about more information regarding CPR training, preventing cardiac arrest, and helping victims of cardiac arrest. So, you've seen the Office episode potentially where they bring in a CPR instructor and it gets a little rowdy, gets a little crazy, but all in all, a lot of fun. You know, you can have that at your office as well. CPR classes are a great way to build community, to build culture, camaraderie, and it's a great way of investing into your employees and letting them know that you care about them and their personal development and their family's well-being and all these things. It has a lot of value. And so I recognize that some of you are required to have CPR training. It's part of your health regulation, your licensing board, maybe OSHA or something like that. But there's a lot of you that it's not required and you just want to learn it. Maybe you're a church and you'd like to provide it for your nursery workers, or you are a new parent and you'd like to learn and you want to get some new parents together. That's great. There are different types of CPR classes that are available depending on your needs. So there's CPR classes for those who aren't required to have training. There's CPR classes for those who are required to have training but are not in the healthcare field, like manufacturing facilities and daycare centers. And then there's CPR training for people in the healthcare field and who work in some sort of a healthcare setting. So 3 different types, and depending on what you need, it's tailored to kind of your environment and your knowledge and skill level. And so what that entails is an instructor comes in, usually brings all their equipment. A lot of times they'll bring a TV and everything that's needed for the class. So you don't have to do anything, you just provide the space. They come in, they'll set up, and then they'll run you through. Usually there's some videos provided, some mannequins that you get to practice on, and you'll have opportunity to ask questions and engage. It can vary depending on what kind of CPR class you're taking and what kind of modules you want. So anywhere from an hour and a half to 3 to 4 hours. Also, just a FYI, first aid is generally not included in CPR. So if you're interested in taking first aid as well, that's a separate course. You can take them at the same time, but just know that you do need to request that, and that can be added on. Now, if you have any questions about AEDs, automated external defibrillators, those are always going to be included in a CPR class. That is synonymous with CPR. AED and CPR is always taught together. It's just that first aid is that separate component that is in addition to. There's also some great options. If you're a busy organization and it's hard to find time for your employees to get away for a class for a few hours, you can do the online hybrid version. So you give your employees these online keys, and they take this online course at their leisure. They can start and stop, throughout the day, throughout the week. And once they complete it, they get a certificate. You bring an instructor in, and the instructor just works on the skills component. And that can be a significantly reduced amount of time and gives you a lot more flexibility and ease. And so I encourage a lot of businesses that are struggling to find the time to do stuff, to bring all, and their scheduling is really difficult, trying to find everybody to come in at the same time for a large block of time. The online hybrid learning is a great option, super effective. So I hope that's helpful, gives you a little bit of insight on what it would look like to bring a company like us in. If you're interested at all in doing some CPR training with us, we would love to support you in that, educate you more. If you have any questions, you just need to reach out to us. We'll provide you a quote for the number of people that you have, and then we can go ahead and schedule that if that's something you're interested in doing. One more thing I'll mention is that it is a 1 to 10 person ratio roughly, so 1 instructor to 10 people, that's how many we can do. If you have more than that, we can bring in another instructor. I will say though that even if you keep the ratios the same, once you start getting past about 20 people, you do start losing a little bit of the quality. So I would try to at least keep it under 20 if you wanted to do classes back to back, or something of that nature. If you had more than 20 people, that's an option, but keep that in mind. Reach out to us, primemedicaltraining.com, if you have questions, want to schedule a class. If you have immediate questions or comments, please leave it in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our page. Again, this is Andrew with Prime Medical Training.